How we doing, Sigma Gamma Rho? How we doing, ladies? Y'all, this is your weekend. Are you excited being here? Thank you for coming to Norfolk. If it's your first time being here, thank you for being here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to just kind of talk to you for a few moments about what we do and to cook a very simple dish for you. Very simple dish. So I'm going to tell you a quick little synopsis of who we are and why we are here. So first of all, has anyone in the room that's left, because the smart people stayed, anyone, they don't know we got snacks. So anyone in the room that follows Cooking with Greens? All right, look, we got these two. We're gonna bring that number up after this. Amen. All right. So we are Cooking with Greens. Just a quick little synopsis. About 8+ years ago, we just started trying to be a little healthier. We were trying to make better choices for ourselves and our family. And I know a lot of you guys are doing that. We did that by just cutting out a lot of things that were in our diet. My dad was the oldest in our family, and he died from ALS a few years earlier. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the back. Look, I feel like I'm at church. My dad also was a pastor. He'd be like, all right now, come on. So he passed, and my first thought was, hey, you know what? I'm the oldest guy in my family. I want to be a little better for myself, for my family. I want to have a little longevity. My beautiful wife, Anita, here, by the way. I should have introduced her. We have 6 children and 15 grands and 2 great-grands. And I was like, you know what? I want to still be able to run around with them. I want to have fun with them. I want to be able to have longevity with my family. So the first thing we started doing was to cook a little healthier. We stopped eating out as much. We did a lot more whole foods. We were really thinking about the things that we were putting in our body, because food is health. And like they say, what you are what you eat. Thank you for helping me out in the front row. And y'all can talk back to me, okay, because this is not a lecture. So started talking, started walking, and we slowly started to build a social media following. Didn't know we were doing that. We ended up with a few people. We would get excited when 10 people were watching us cook dinner. And that went on to where we're over 200,000 people that follow us now. A lot of people that have started following us over the last few years has followed us because of Tabitha Brown. So shout out to Tab. She has a few viral videos of her cooking with our spice blends. And this is before she actually had her own line of spice blends, of course. We make pink Himalayan sea salt blends. Our first thing was we got rid of table salt. Table salt is manufactured. It's really not good for you at all. Anything that is manufactured that you can change to something that is less processed, do that, okay? And all of us have a problem with salt. Well, most of us have a problem with salt. So we add a little kelp in our pink Himalayan sea salt so you get your iodine. And then we have a lot of fruits and vegetables. But you can learn more about our products on our back table here. My handsome son is back there holding down by himself. But today, we're going to do a very simple dish. And this is a dish that we featured in my cookbook. Are we having a fire? I heard something beeping. Okay. So in our cookbook here, and we're going to do a chocolate avocado pudding. How many people love avocados? Okay, all right. Oh, y'all know your stuff. How many people like chocolate? I already know there's going to be a few more of those. All right, so this dish is super simple. There are 7 ingredients, just 7 ingredients. So I want to do something that you could feel like you could do yourself, because our whole ethos of our company is to make sure that people have fun in the kitchen and they think that they are good enough to do. A lot of times we think, okay, I'm not a chef, I don't know this, I don't have the answers. This way, you can do this yourself. Very simple. So we're going to start off. Let me see if my lavalier is on. Oh, look at that. Hands free. All right, where them fans at? Okay. Y'all was not even ready. I was like, man, I can't wait to say that when I get up there. All right, so we're gonna show you these very simple ingredients for this. And you know, I only have one piece of equipment, so you can use a food processor or a blender if you happen to have that. What we're gonna use for this is 2 avocados, all right? And we're gonna cut those open. Now, a lot of people do not know that avocado is it's a superfood. So it's really good for you. You get a lot of good fats in there. You get a lot of fiber. You get a lot of protein from avocados. And a lot of people do not know you get more potassium in avocado than you do in bananas. All right, so you do not have that in your diet, please add it. Please add it. And I meant to also say, I don't know if you guys watch television, how many watch MasterChef? Look, y'all, I was on there for a couple of minutes last season, all right? So if you didn't watch it, go watch. Don't blink your eyes too much. You know, I made it to a couple of. Look. It's a reality show, and you know what? I love that you're talking to me. If you have any questions about that, if you have any questions while I'm doing this, because this is super simple, I want you to go ahead and ask them. We're going to add some cocoa powder. This is baking cocoa. So we're not adding any sugar or anything like that. You also are getting fiber. This is going to give you that chocolate flavor. So we're going to add about, let's talk about 3/4 of a cup to this. Now, how many so far think they can do this so far? Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, the cookbook that we have right here is normally $45. You can get that today for $20, because y'all Sigma Gamma Rho. And look, and guess what else? I'm gonna scribble in it if you want me to. So it's in the back, And it's got a lot of fun, simple recipes in it. So we're gonna add our other avocado in here. And this is like a 5-minute dish. We had about 7 years ago, when Facebook just started doing their reels, they came to our house and they paid us to do a Friendsgiving. And one of the dishes that I did was this. And everyone that came for the Friendsgiving dinner had no idea this was not regular chocolate pudding. Like, we let them taste it. And then they said, oh my God, this is super decadent. It's a great chocolate pudding. So before we even end, I want a couple of people to think, who wants to taste this? Because it's gonna be, I already know, just calm down. I'm gonna let you wrestle for it, okay? So we're gonna add a little vanilla. And you know I didn't bring my vanilla, but it's okay. We're gonna add a little vanilla. We're gonna add a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. And for all the cooking purists, yes, I am using a dry measuring cup. For a wet ingredient, it's okay. We all gonna be okay, I promise you. So we're gonna add that in there. And we're gonna add a little agave nectar. How many know about agave nectar? Look, I don't have to even talk to y'all, I love it. So we're gonna add a little agave nectar in here. It's a great natural sweetener. When you're trying to cut sugars and you just can't, try maple syrup and agave nectar, okay? It is a less processed product. We're gonna add a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt, and this is our own pink Himalayan sea salt. And why are we doing that? Anybody know? What? And it enhances the sweetness, believe it or not. So a lot of bakers know that type thing, all right? I know that you were like, you know what, I didn't even think about that. So we're gonna add to this, the last thing we're gonna add is our coconut milk. And you can use any kind of plant-based milk if you want. Oat, rice, ew. And try not to make a mess. And usually you add this until you get the consistency that you like. I'm gonna add about 3/4 of a cup, give or take. Now, the last thing you need to do is put this bad boy on and make a lot of noise. Do y'all see that? Did y'all see that magic? Did y'all see that magic already? I'm gonna go ahead and get it a little creamier, but look at that. A little bit creamier. Now, anyone have any questions about this? I love it. I love it. Now, how many was timing me? How many minutes did that take? Look at it, look at it, look at this. Can you see this? Can you see that? All that healthy fat. One serving of this pudding is less than a chocolate bar, okay? Less than a chocolate bar. So, I mean, and you're gonna get more of this pudding than you would a chocolate bar. Now, who feels like they might wanna taste this? Now, remember, I ain't got my vanilla pudding on there, but I got someone else. Come on, let's come on up. Let me grab a couple of spoons. Let's get a couple of people. We got time. It's straight up, straight out. That was maple syrup. 100%. Oh, I love it. Now, wait a minute. Can I get 1 second? Look, you're gonna have to talk in my chest like we go together.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That is
good. What do you think about that?
That's fabulous. This is great.
Okay. Anyone else want to try? Now, this is something that you can do. Look. I ain't forgot about y'all. We got samples right next door. It's got the vanilla in it. And not only that, it's got coconut whipped cream. So this is a totally vegan dish. You can taste some of that too. Look, you like, I want the fresh one.
Thank you.
I love it. Of course. Ooh, you made me feel young. Ooh. What'd you think? So anybody that don't like it, you can be honest. Okay. See how all other people just lost out? You can put it in the freezer and make a popsicle. You can put it in the fridge. It's not going to skim over like regular pudding because there's no dairy in there. Yep. You like, come on. She's like, I ain't waiting in no line, sir. The DJ ain't getting none. Look, I appreciate you all coming to this quick, super simple demo. If you do not know where we are downstairs in Selden Marketplace. So we have a shop downstairs. We've had it for about it. I got it for $3.99 on my website.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Or you can get the cookbook if you want to give me $20. Cooking with greens. Mm-hmm. I was ready for you. Let me taste some myself. That's good. Super simple. Thank you all. You want some? You like, man, I don't want none of that. Boom. Look, I'm just going, look, don't worry, I'm going to find somebody who wants it. Mm-hmm. Super simple. It's in the cookbook, and then we have thousands of recipes on our website. You don't want to taste that. It's some good fat. Let me grab it. We got the fresh crews over here. The fresh crew was like, let me see if somebody died first. You're welcome. Very decadent, very simple. Think about your holiday meals and Anytime you want to have something in the fridge, put it in the freezer.
How long does this keep?
Usually in the fridge for about a week. Yeah, yeah, I would freeze it after that. But it's not gonna last for a week. Ain't gonna last for a week.
Everybody ain't drop dead. I was waiting on
You didn't trust me. Thank you all. Thank you all. Good? I was worried. Make sure you take a few seconds to check out our table in the back. I'll be there to answer any questions, sign any cookbooks, anything you want.